Hey guys, in this video I'd like to showcase my 2022 Jeep EcoDiesel. Stingray color. A few things were done to it, and this is a Sport S. And I have done a few things to this Jeep. When you see this Jeep in person, you'll assume that this could be a Rubicon, but it's not. It's a Sport S with the weather package, and you could tell that this is not a Rubicon because of the hood. Notice how the hood is just a regular hood from the Sport. So quite a few things were done to this vehicle. One of the first things I did to this Jeep was the suspension, Mopar suspension, 2.5-inch lift. Although I actually got 3-inch when it was all said and done. Got 37s. There, mount terrain. Actual size is probably like 36 3/4. The spare tire did fit underneath the truck, so that's good because didn't want to have it in the bed of the truck. LED tail lights were installed afterwards. Done some rhino lining, rebadged it. Rubicon steel bumper, and you can tell this is an EcoDiesel by looking at that right there. These LEDs are amazing. I don't know why anybody would complain about these things. They're so awesome. I've also got the Rubicon fenders with the Extreme Recon fender extenders. These guys help because the thing throws rocks. I mean, the rear ones don't do a whole lot, but the front one really do. And you'll notice that the Rubicon fenders, they actually go up higher and they're wider. I did a fender chop, although I'm not sure if I like the look. I did it first, but I think you have to have bigger wheels if you want to do the fender chop. You know, fog lights are yellow, LEDs. I would love to install a Mojave fender, Mojave hood on this truck. Painted the roof. Also color matched the mirrors and doors and put a cap to make it all, you know, seamless and beautiful. Some Rubicon guards. These are steel. They protect you in case you rear end it or somebody rear ends it. Only thing I wish I did different was I got a bumper without those holes for the parking sensors, because I don't have parking sensors from the factory. Tonneau cover is pretty awesome. It's really good because it's a tri-fold, so when you fold it all the way up, it's got the shocks, so you can actually drive with it open, and I've done that actually multiple times. Not a lot of special stuff inside. It's all just cloth interior. I'll show you inside. Red speedometer. Actually, let's go for a drive. I got a Midland camera. I'm sorry, Midland radio. 8.4-inch screen. And this one's got all sorts of bells and whistles. It's got the heated seats, heated steering wheel, and power windows. Not that it's anything special, but let's see. Love the speedometer. There it goes. Already 14,000 miles on this baby. I would say that I like this Jeep for the most part, because I installed 37s on this Jeep and so far no issues. I did not even have to re-gear the Jeep. Shifts perfect, because of the EcoDiesel. You don't even feel it. I think the only difference is now it stops a little slower, but that's expected because you have, you know, bigger, heavier wheels to stop. The interior is quite basic, doesn't have any leather or anything like that because this is just Sport S. Ideally I'd love to own a Rubicon that's EcoDiesel, but at that time for one, I couldn't find any, and then two, they were just so expensive, and now they don't make them anymore. But that's too bad because it's actually a good platform. I love driving Jeep. It's a really good feeling. And these things are so capable. Love the Midland radio. And this is actually, it says Jeep on it. That's kind of cool. It's got the navigation and a bunch of other stuff. So here you can go to climate, media, controls. You can operate from the screen or you can operate from here. I love using the navigation. It's actually quite convenient, and you can go here and go full screen. We're in Spokane, Washington, and I love weather in Spokane. It's awesome. We got, what, yeah, 18 Celsius right now, and it's already October. It's awesome. I love it. There are a few things I don't like about the Jeeps, like the white roof. Don't like that. I wish they came black from the factory and covered with some kind of fabric, something nice, but oh well. Just gonna drive around and get on the freeway and show you how well it accelerates. That was a big bump. Okay, well, I think it's time to show you. So here we go. First gear, second. Barely pressing the pedal. It goes. It's a little noisy, but it's a Jeep. What do you expect? I love this Jeep. And 8th gear usually kicks in after about 60 miles per hour. So let me go around this car and put it in the 8th gear so you'll know that I haven't re-geared it, but it already goes in the 8th, no problem. So as soon as you let go of the pedal, it will jump into the 8th gear. And by the way, speedometer is a little off because I haven't done the calibration. And there goes the 8th gear. And you can even go about 6 degrees uphill in the 8th gear, no problem. Of course you'd want to re-gear it anyway because the fuel mileage. Right now I'm getting about 20 miles per gallon in the city, about 22 on the highway. Whereas before I would, on the stock wheels, I'd be getting about 25 to 27 miles per gallon on the freeway and up to 35 miles on the freeway if I'm not driving hard, if I'm just like, barely pressing the gas. It drives and handles amazing. Like if you ever drove a Wrangler, you'll know that the Wrangler's all over the place, whereas this, it's stable. It's much more stable on the freeway. So the suspension is a little hard. I think if I were to redo the suspension, I would put something softer. Probably even go with air suspension. So see, this the whole time I'm in the 8th gear, no problem whatsoever. Already 14,000 miles on this Jeep, and so far I haven't had any issues. The only issue I had was with EGR from the factory. I guess it was leaking a little bit of from the pipe. I don't know which pipe, because I wasn't the one who was fixing it. I took it to a dealer and they fixed it. But that was the only thing that I've had so far, and it only took them like an hour to fix it. Well, and I had the recall done, so the fuel pump was replaced on this by a warranty. So other than that, it's been great. Love the remote start. Let's just pull over and go around the Jeep again and show you a couple other things. Find some shade, maybe not. Just park right here. Okay. A couple of things I don't like on the exterior of the Jeep is, one, a lot of them actually come with the roof that's not painted. As I can tell, as you can see, mine is painted, but what I should have done, I should have removed the texture, because it looks weird in the person. Also, I wish the door handles were painted from the factory. I painted mine, and these things. What I really don't like about the Gladiator is that this door just looks funky. I mean, best they could have done is like came down here and just, you know, copied what's there. That'd be the best thing to do. And so you wouldn't have to have this. And if you didn't have to have this, you'd have a bigger window, because it looks weird from inside. I really don't like that. But what would be even better is if the whole door was actually bigger or longer, you know, like went up to here and, you know, did the whole thing, because the rear door is really, really small. There's absolutely no reason for them to have such a small door, because you've got all this space. It's not a Wrangler, so. And let's see. So yeah, here you got the DEF and the diesel. If you will delete your DEF, your Jeep will last you a long time. I will probably eventually upgrade to better disc brakes, but for now it will do it. 20-inch rims. I forget what the brand of this is. I forget. I just can't remember. But yeah, 37-inch tires, 13.5-inch wide. Really, really cool. I love them. Let's see what else. As far as the back goes, I think it looks amazing. The way you open this is you just press on that, and you kind of have to use two hands. This is by Rough Country. Yeah, love this Jeep. The other thing I was gonna say is that interior of the Jeep is just, I don't know what to say. Like this whole panel, it's just too crazy, too wild. I wish it was like in the back against the wall, you know. And also if they offer the panoramic sunroof, and if the front, you know, two panels were just like one panel and had an option to have a like a sunroof. And this is just ridiculous to just leave it just like that. I don't know. It seems a little crazy to me to pay, you know, over 50K for a pickup and have this. Other than that, I love this Jeep. I think it's a beautiful truck. It's, you know, you get a lot of compliments driving this Jeep. Love the color. I don't think I love the Jeep in any other color other than Gobi and the Stingray. Well, they look good in blue too, I think. Funny thing is this antenna always looks like this because it's so soft. Sometimes you kind of have to like do this. Yeah, I take good care of this Jeep. Anyway, I'll be uploading more videos of this guy, and next mod is Mojave Hood. I think it will look really good. And I actually already have a Rubicon steel bumper, so that's going on there soon, and then Warren winch, and I think, yeah, the power steps, because it's actually kind of hard to get in a truck. Well, that will do it for this video.